It's a quiet and calm start to the morning outside Hoerskool Jan Viljoen in Randfontein today. Yesterday, parents descended on that institution, calling for an end to alleged racism and discrimination. This follows a fight between two pupils, we're told, that took place on Friday, and that led to Gauteng Education MEC Panyaza Lesufi's visit to the institution. The South African Human Rights Commission will head there this morning as well. It's also where we find our reporter, Tshegohaco Moagi, who's live to us from the institution once again. And Tshegohaco, what a contrast to the scenes that we saw yesterday. It's almost difficult to kind of imagine just how lively that school was just outside. But the MEC made several undertakings to calm angry residents yesterday, or angry parents, I beg your pardon. What did he have to say?
Well, good morning, Ayanda. Indeed, a complete contrast to what we saw yesterday. The gates are locked. They are closed here at the school. We do understand that there won't be any learning, or in-contact learning rather, at the school today and tomorrow, that this will resume once again on Thursday. That parents' meeting that was supposed to have taken place today has now been moved to Thursday, the 17th of February. So that is the current situation at the moment outside the school. We have, however, interestingly enough, seen some of the learners come through in this direction to actually get some schooling done, and it seems there was a miscommunication or very little communication that there is no schooling today and tomorrow. So MEC Panyaza Lesufi, as you've mentioned, he was here yesterday following that fight that broke out on Friday, just to really try and calm the situation. It was quite difficult for him to do so. However, the MEC then engaging with parents, telling them that the South African Human Rights Commission will be contacted to come and have a look at the situation here, to come and investigate the alleged racism and discrimination at the school. He's also said that the teacher that allegedly has got sexual allegations against him, sexual harassment allegations against him, that teacher will also be investigated by the SGB. He is an appointed SGB teacher. He's also said that other allegations, will be investigated, that the principal needs to continue to gather information around these allegations, and the Social Development Department in Gauteng will also be looking into the sexual harassment allegations. So that is some of the things that the outcomes that he spoke about, Panyaza Lesufi, the MEC, yesterday. We are expecting to hear from the South African Human Rights Commission. They sent out a message late last night to say that they will be here at the school, but we'll just wait to hear what time exactly and if they will be arriving today.
And the MEC mentioning yesterday that he doesn't want the SGB to look into this. He doesn't want the district officers to look into some of these claims. He's the one that actually mentioned that it's a South African Human Rights Commission that should investigate, but there's still no telling what their scope of their investigation actually will be.
Indeed, Ayanda, and the issue of the district office, it is about 500 meters from where we are standing now. And that is the issue that, the MEC was saying that he does not want the district office to investigate because they are right here, they are right next to the school, yet they have not investigated or looked into these allegations. The scope will be quite large from what we heard yesterday and from what we understand, mainly because it is the learners that have complained about their peers, and they've also complained about some of the teachers at the school. They allegedly call them hooligans and call them animals, and the learners, the white learners, say to the black children that this is not their school, that they don't belong here. We did mention to you that, there is some parents that are still dropping off their children this morning, and as you can see, there's still a confusion as to whether there's school or not here this morning, but really there isn't any school taking place this morning and tomorrow. No schooling, no in-contact schooling will take place here at Hoerskool Jan Viljoen. The schooling that will take place will be remotely until Thursday. So Thursday then there'll be a bit more activity once again outside the school, where the MEC himself is going to be expected to be here, as he has called for a parents' meeting. But besides that, the learners will then be able to come back to school. So that's just The outcome outside the school this morning, Ayanda, very, very quiet. But as you mentioned, the South African Human Rights Commission will have to look into a large scope of work. There's the actual racism, the alleged racism that is happening at the school and other forms of discrimination, and then these alleged sexual harassment allegations as well that have been leveled against one of the teachers. So a large scope that they'll have to look into, and obviously what they then need to do is to gather all the evidence that will come from the school, and they then take it forward and investigate.
Yeah, of course, and it should not be lost to us that pupils at that school, like millions others across the country, are already facing, a lot of challenges because of the time lost from being in class because of things like the COVID-19 pandemic. This kind of disruption, certainly the last thing they need. But Tshegohaco Moagi, thanks very much indeed. That was there from just outside Hoerskool Jan Viljoen, which is, of course, an institution in Randfontein.